we're just gonna wait for Twitch to catch up. Should be streaming. It says I'm streaming. Live now. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Right. Oh. Can you see my mouse? Alright, cool. Just checking. Okay. Oh. Let me clear my throat at you. Alright, cool. Oh boy. Gosh, alright. I just woke up about half an hour ago. I have had to change my schedule quite dramatically because my kid started school, which is exciting for her. That's a lot to adjust to. Because before, I would go to bed around like 4 a.m., 5 a.m. and, you know, get up at noon. And now I'm getting up at 2 a.m., which means I gotta go to bed by like 9 p.m. And that's still not quite, it's like maybe, oh, excuse me, it's like 5 hours of sleep. So I kind of crash out like midday for the nap, but I don't know a better system yet, so I'm not fully mentally here yet. But anyhow, so prepared something. Looking at this artist, I guess I should explain what is going on. So anyway, this artist, TengerineArt, not Tangerine, Tengerine. They do this, I don't really know what to call this style, this kind of like pastel, I don't know, there's probably a word for it, I don't know it, even if my brain wasn't all sleepy brain, but I really like this look, and I wanted to do something kind of in this vein. It's not gonna look quite like this, because I can't help myself with realism, but I thought I wanted to do something like this. You know, I love like the water and a little teapot. I don't know. There's something really satisfying about this look. And I don't know what kind of thing we're gonna do, if we're gonna do like a magical teapot or something like that. But we'll concept some stuff. This will either be a train wreck or not. Again, I just woke up. But we'll concept some ideas and we'll go from there. And yeah. My first idea is maybe doing like a little teacup as opposed to a teapot, and maybe doing it in half because I like this kind of call out. But yeah, this time I wanted to have like a direct artist that you know, and also give them their credit and their due. This is their Instagram tag, and I think if you look them up on other social media, they have a YouTube as well. They'll come up. So go check them out if you like this style, if you like this look. They're definitely worth checking out. I think they sell like stickers and some merch and stuff like that. So go support your fellow artists. Like this isn't like a sponsored stream or anything. I just, you know, I really dig this look and wanted to make sure I could give them their credit and their due. So you go check them out if you dig this thing, this look that they do, because I certainly do. I think it's beautiful. Oh, anyway, straight into the drawing. As my poor mind wakes up. Actually, let's to make sure this is kind of symmetrical. We're gonna mirror it. Mirror. The American way of saying mirror. I don't know how to say it in an American accent as well. It just sounds like myrrh to me. It's a mirror. Occasionally I'll get very British with certain pronunciations. So yeah, anyway. Hope y'all are doing good. It's Monday. Start of the week. start of the week for my kid. She started kindergarten, so, you know, that's cool. Like, I don't fully know what their classroom curriculum is. I know they don't do nap time anymore. Like, what? Like, they had nap time when I was growing up, but, you know, I'm old, so... Not that old, but depending upon how old you are, I might seem ancient. But yeah, so it's interesting and having to adjust to that for her as well, because to try and prepare her as best I could, you know. But this is her first school, so that's pretty cool. I'm just happy that she gets to be around other kids. You know, like they still have their, you know, safety precautions and stuff like that that they gotta follow. You know, totally understandable. But I'm happy that she gets to do stuff, because the shittiest thing, maybe it's just because I'm a parent, I don't know, but like the shittiest thing about this whole like apocalypse, I don't know if things get struck if you say the kofifi word, but for me the worst part was how it affects the kids, because kids need to be around other kids, and that's, you know, like a whole year of like social learning and stuff like that that they just kind of got screwed out of. Like, you know, obviously necessity, there's not much you can do about it, but it's a bummer. So, you know, that's the part that I thought sucked the most. You might disagree, you might have other issues, but yeah, it was sad for the kids. But they're getting a little bit of normality back, and that makes me happy. The kids to be happy. Okay, so if half of this is liquid, the liquid should like fill it out. Just kind of, you know, figure. We're just kind of messing around, see what happens. Bum, bum, bum. Just kind of early concept. We'll go for about an hour. Not just because like 2:40. Wait, I get my kid up around 6, because that way we can take our time, like getting ready, making sure, because like I've got to like rebraid her hair, and like we've got to have breakfast and all that stuff, and that can take a while. And I hate rushing. I hate having to rush. I'd rather get her up earlier so we can take our time. You know, watch some Shaun the Sheep while we're getting ready. And yeah. I guess we would see some of the actual teacup. And we might not go with this idea, but it just seems kind of interesting. We'll see how far we go. Also, there's no handle yet, so it's just a bowl. It could be anything. So do a ramen bowl or something. Oh. You know what sucks? I had like a really horrific nightmare before I woke up. Nothing about like the stream, and I don't even think about school. And like I didn't fully understand all the symbolism either in the dream. But I definitely woke up not feeling kosher, that's for sure. What I find I do if I have a dream where I don't fully understand all the symbols, I kind of just focus on like how did that make me feel? Because your dreams are trying to tell you what's going on in your subconscious. Sometimes they do it in a very obscure way, but yeah, just like fear and dread and stuff. It was a great way to start the week. But, you know, there's a lot of big life stuff going on my end. Could be part of it. But coming here and doing some drawing and help ease my mind a little bit, even if we're just kind of like muddling through this. I just like wake up, bam, alright, let's go. We gotta round this out. Ah, crud. Not merged. Yeah. I would discuss more about my dream, but it starts getting into more of the personal stuff that I don't feel like I can talk about. Not like on a stream thing, not because it's like anything like terrible, but even though I'm still just a little streamer, I think I have to be a little cautious about how much detail, personal detail I give out. So, you'll just have to live and wonder. But what was the dream about, Chance? I can't tell you. Sorry. Interesting. Alright, so we got kind of like it's kind of a cool, like, shape and idea so far. So, based on this teacup, it kind of sucks. This thing would, like, tip over. A little bigger. We also gotta think about the practicality. I'm gonna cheat. We don't want it to fill. Like 3? Wow. Aw. 10? Excuse my coughing. I just woke up. That's gonna be my excuse. I woke up and a little groggy. Actually, I'm gonna have some water. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Yeah. I don't fully know what it is about this style. Gosh, well, the water did wonders. That I love. I don't know. I think it's... Well, I know part of it is that they do a lot of the watery stuff, and I love that. Like, I don't know. Anything with, like, water or glass. What did I hit? Oh, we're on the wrong tool. Is immediately, like, more interesting to me. So... let's see. Hang on. Go in there. This. Gotta go like that. But I think there's something like very whimsical and magical about this look. I don't know. It's just so pretty. Like, I'm sure this is the struggle of many artists, but like, you know, just sticking with one style is so hard because there's so many like cool things you want to do. Not like this being one of them, but like I have a lot of respect for artists that can kind of stay within one genre. Oh my gosh, my throat. I hope this is not gonna be like a weekly thing where I'm just groggy and awful sounding. Anyway, but yeah, so a lot of respect to artists that can kind of stick within that one style and like do it so well. You know, like these are just so pretty, and there are other artists that do this kind of look. This is the artist that I picked because I think they do a very solid job. So, but yeah. I just want to get the structure of this like looking convincing before we start moving on to more of the detail on whatever the heck this thing is gonna be. Let's get rid of that. Might be too much information. I have to like go over the lines again, but alright, let's just merge it. Let's add a little handle. This one's gonna have to be a very round handle. Kind of like an ear shape. getting too detailed. Because I use like nice simple shapes like that read really well, and here I am like, again, I really like realism. Hard for me to get away from, but I thought this would be a kind of a fun challenge. Now, if we're seeing this at a 3/4 view, I think this needs to be further. So let's at least make the shape and then we can kind of move it. We're gonna cut. Oh, you know what? You're not even a good shape to use at all. We're just gonna get rid of you. So, about here. Try and keep it simple. I remember in one of the streams I was telling you guys about the keep it simple, stupid. And how often I just don't follow that. I really should. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, that works better. I think this line is also not communicating as well as it should. And in that case, we would see inside of this. Might be too detailed, but I don't know. Again, we can concept some other pieces and see what works better and what doesn't. The inspiration is from, you know, the artist. Following along is a different story. This piece is inspired by, so I'm going to change it a bunch. Alright. I think we can't mess around with this too much, and I think since I am going kind of like way too detailed, we'll just try and like, you know, throw some details to contradict myself. We'll throw some of the other like components in, which would make this more in the vein of this style, and then just kind of move on to like another sketch. Getting too fixated on this. So what would be in our half T? I'm gonna do another layer. We're just gonna throw some elements in. I like the flowers, so that's kind of a cool idea. Let's maybe throw a flower in there. It does still look kind of cool. I don't know if we'll go with it though, just because it kind of got a little too away from me. Now, do I want little bubbles or do I want little chunky stars? I think little chunky stars. Chunky star right there. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do another concept because I think this went a little too far. But sometimes you have to kind of get that initial drawing out so that you can move forward to something else, like to actually get to the drawing that you will do. Although I do like the little cloud. It's kind of a cool idea. Because it's still a concept, it's still an idea that could maybe be refined into something else. We'll have part of the moon showing through. Yeah. Sleepy moon. Alright. So this is the first initial idea. We're going to move it aside. And we're going to try something that maybe works a little bit better. I don't need this. First concept sketch. That. You right there. Alright. Let's try something else. What would be kind of cool? I like the half. I think the half thing is cool. And I don't know, it's like, I'm not sure, it's like a little piece of ground, but when I first saw it, like, I thought it was like a cake. So maybe we do a cake, I don't know. Or we try something else. Thinking, my brain is processing. What else can we do in this style? Alright, well, I can't think of anything else at the moment, so we'll do a cake, because I need to stimulate my mind. You don't want to wait too long on one idea. If you're having trouble thinking of a concept, as I am right now, sometimes even if you know the idea is weak, because like the cake idea is like, I don't know, it's not like the strongest, it's still good to just kind of go with it, because as you're drawing, you may start to generate some ideas for the piece that you really want to do. And like my goal this stream, going 20 minutes, is to at least like get some color in, something, you know, work with, but either do, don't. And let's see. I think this is too turned. So I'm looking at this. I think it needs to be a little more orthographic. A hair clip. So let's first of all. Yeah, like that. And 10 seemed to be the good amount. Okay. Okay, now we have a good base. And we can cut it in half. This one has kind of like a nice excuse me. Like a nice S-curve to it. So we could do that. Or we could make it more yin and yang. Let's see. It works or it doesn't. Go. This is not quite orthographic. I am trying to consider the perspective also. So this is kind of interesting. I mean, the other one was kind of interesting too. It was just kind of losing, like, the style, because it was just getting a little too detailed in the wrong places. Now, let's merge these. Gosh dang. Hate being so groggy. Ugh. Ah! Okay. That line can stay, because it's kind of like the water line. Alright, alright. We have a little yin-yang disc. So let's... What are we gonna do with this? Maybe add something to it. I want some little element on it. And we could just make like a little house like that one has. Okay. I want to see something. I'm in my other window. This is something I want to look up. Let's see. Hang on. A windmill. I'm looking at a certain thing. Water wheel. Let's see if something comes up. Chibi style? Yeah. Okay, this is kind of cool. Save image. That's bum, bum. Will it just let me? No? Okay. Alright. That's fine. Yeah. Reference. Alright, cool. Bum, bum. Gosh. Ugh. Being so groggy. I keep complaining about it. You know, I'm drinking water, but it's not fully helping. Alright. So let's just kind of take a look at this. I kind of like the idea. It's too small. So let's see. I'm going to put like a little water wheel on top. Let's merge all of this down. So, I want the water flowing into this side, kind of like how this is going. So in order for that to happen, the water wheel has got to be here. And I'm gonna try and keep this simple. Let's see. But they're not. Alright, I'm gonna try and drink some more water. God dang. I really hope that helps. Alright. Yeah, try and keep this as simple as I can. Whether or not it works, I don't know. Bum, bum, bum. Getting too detailed. Maybe we'll put a little rock right here. I like the rocks around this thing. That's kind of cool. It's like a little pond. Well, the water coming down. Bubbles. We're gonna have to clean this up a lot, but I might go with this one. This is kind of a cool idea. We have our yin-yang there. just be like another little bit of water, I guess. A little house. Doo -doo -doo. Bum, 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 bum. I'm really just like, just kind of like throwing in stuff and seeing what sticks. I don't know about that. I like the yin yang, but I don't know how to make it communicate. If there's like a little pool of water, how's that gonna work? Maybe it won't be a pool of water, maybe it's just like a little river. Kind of interesting. Not fully sold on it, but I like the idea of the water wheel. I like the idea of the water, you know, going from this little like pond into here. I would like to make the yin yang work, but I don't know if this is just like a little puddle of water here, and like this is like a little island maybe. Like a little plant on it. Maybe that helps. And this got like, I mean, this one's fairly detailed, so got some little plants. Yeah, I think because it had like the icing in the layer, like it is supposed to look like a cake as well. But, you know. It's a little bedrock. Okay. Might be too much. We might have gone too crazy again. Or maybe we're just too ambitious. Yeah, I like it, but I think it's too much for right now. So let's try one more idea. And then maybe we'll... I don't really care to keep this thing. Try one more and then see if we can actually work on refining a piece. Roughs. Okay, so the halvesies thing is cool, but I want to try something that's not. And I wonder if I should just do like a little teapot. I also really like the umbrellas. I mean, they're kind of cut off here because I just didn't have a lot of space. I like the simplicity of these. I like this little lantern. Yeah, maybe we'll just try a little lantern. So try something a little more simple. It's too narrow. Come on. What's in the box? Boy, this perspective is all fucked up. Oh, my brain is so slow right now. It's okay. It's a lot to get used to the new waking schedule, but again, I promised myself that I was gonna do these every week, and by gum, I'm gonna do them every week. The perspective looks so wonky. I guess it's alright. I have a lantern too. Well, I don't love that. This is getting a little out of hand. Mainly because the perspective is all kind of messed up and it's bothering the heck out of me. But let's just try and get the basic idea. I'm starting to feel a few ideas, some other ideas like percolating in my brain. I haven't had any coffee or anything yet. I'm just like, let's go. Because I also didn't know if that was going to fuck up my throat more. Yeah, I'm feeling this a little more. Like, the other ideas are really cool, but I also am a little less familiar with this style, so I think they might be too complex for me to start out with. So we'll try and do something a little more basic, just so I have some kind of chance of finishing it. Because it's also part of, like, you know, understanding your own scope. And can you manage to do that? Like, is it within your abilities to finish? Because I know we've talked about that. Doesn't matter what you said you were gonna do. Matters is what you end up producing. I think part of the issue is that the perspective that I have is making this too big, and we need to go more with the orthographic, and that's part of the problem. So let's get rid of this right now. I like the idea of where that was going, but that's part of why this was looking kind of funky for me. Is that I was drawing something that was like above the horizon line. And that will not do when we're trying to do little cutesy, chibi kind of stuff. We need it to actually look small, which is why orthographics are really good for that. But okay, we have something to work with. We still have to build the structure. I understand what I'm doing. I'm getting a little too technical. I might be kind of breaking it. Let's just do the best we can. Like, it looks like it's falling this way, even though this is definitely a straight line. Oy vey. Oh, man. Alright, well, do what we can. My nose itches. Needs to recede a little bit. It's going back. I think I need to just... Well, we will have to clean it up. Come on. Alright. Needs a top. I don't really like this. I do also have perspective tools. Lazy Nazumi, but I'm not... Like, I don't... I don't want to get so crazy with this thing just yet. Like, we haven't even really made a concept that we can work off of. And we're about halfway through. Oh, we're more than halfway. That's alright. We'll go for... I want to at least, like, get something that I start to color. Why are you not... Come on. So, if we have to go a little bit longer, we'll go longer, and hopefully my throat isn't all jacked up. Try and go for simpler shapes so that we can actually make something. Might not be the best, and it's going to be kind of wonky. I'm going to rush it. I'm going to do the thing that I say not to do. But I just want to, I want to make something that we can actually develop a little further. I don't like that. Alright, let's. Top of this can be kind of cut off a little bit. No, not like that though. That sucks. I hate it. It's a little better. Gosh, my lines are so rough. I mean, it's a sketch, it's supposed to be, but... okay, we'll go with this. We'll make something happen. Add a little bit of a trim, though. Just because that gives it a little more breakup to the silhouette, even though we're keeping it simple. And we need... let's see. I do want... get rid of that side. And that side. It's gonna have little, like air holes. Because if you have a lantern, you need air to get into it so it doesn't snuff out the fire. Alright, I'm digging this a little more though. It's good. And I really like lanterns, so that's also a motivation. And as I briefly mentioned, I do have a standing lantern beside me. It's on like one of those big hooks because it's the kind of lantern that you can't set down. It has a rounded bottom. But I love lanterns. I love lamp. There's something very magical about them. I don't know if you've noticed a theme of things that I like. It's magical. But yeah, like when you have the firelight going beside you, I don't know, it just feels so whimsical and kind of witchy. Alright. But this is a lantern you can set down. I think this recedes too much. Perspective's a little too dramatic. Oh, Alright. We'll get something going. We will add color. Damn it. Okay. Yeah. So, the setting. Do I want little stars is the other thing. I just kind of want to measure out a little bit. Okay, these are kind of like guidelines. Gosh, my stars are so fucked up, but oh well. I haven't like drawn stars like this kind of the symbol of a star, because you know stars are ball of fire. It's alright. We're gonna get something basic in, even if it's all jank. This poor star. Okay. Bum bum. Stars. They look like stars. You know that they're stars, even if they're kind of fucked up. They're still stars. Okay. And I want to erase the guidelines. And hopefully not erase my stars. My little janky stars. My corpse lo-fi is probably gonna finish soon. I have to restart. Maybe we'll just do it now. Yeah. Yeah, there's like 15 minutes. We're gonna... Ha! Start it over anyway. Hey! Ooh, I love your mood board. Scope thing. Hello! Sorry if you've been there for a while and I haven't noticed you. As always, I'm really bad at looking at chat and interacting in a timely fashion, so sorry. But I do appreciate you coming by, watching. You're still here? Yay! Alright, cool. Good. Alright, and we're fixing up these janky stars. Yeah, let's get this. And I was thinking in this lantern, I was gonna do like butterflies and stuff like that, because I like butterflies. Because I like it. Busy cleaning up my computer anyway before coaching meeting. Some drawing done. Yeah, that's the whole point of this, is just like, you know, hang out, do some drawing, try some stuff out, and not worry about having to make something like beautiful and finished. It's more important just to draw. Well, good luck with the meeting that you're gonna coach today. My chat member friend. Alright. Okay. So we have the basic lantern. I will do one other thing. Or do I just want it to be solid glass? No, I think it should have a little bit of thickness on the bars. Like that. Ah! Like that. My nose itches. Oh. I thought you should know. I'm trying to focus and not scratch my nose. Like that. And we won't see the back because the piece of metal is in front of it. Oh my gosh. The itch. I couldn't hold back any longer. And we might see a little bit there. These are not measured out. Oh well. You're welcome, friend. Okay. Alright. Good enough. I will get to color today, god damn it. We might not end up cleaning up the rough, but we can at least throw in some ideas of the color as if we were going to finish it, which, you know my track record. It's probably not going to happen on stream, but oh well. Alright, we have a lantern. Ta-da! Let's put a butterfly in it. Poor butterfly. It's gonna be trapped. Thinking there'll be a few of varying size. I should really be using reference, but you know what? We're just gonna do a basic like concept of what I would want this to be if I were going to finish it, which I'm not, but at the big butterfly, do some little butterflies. Try and have them at different angles. Okay, so we got butterflies. Need something else in here besides just a butterfly. Put like a little flower at the bottom. Yeah, do more thumbnails. They are helpful. They're definitely useful. And it's good to just kind of like get the drawings out, like even if you're not going to finish them, just to get some kind of concept and idea, because it'll generate ideas for the next piece that you do want to finish. This kind of looks like a flower, right? Or maybe more like a lotus. And I'm gonna do like little bubbles. I don't know, shiny things. Got our butterfly. Let's mask out some of this stuff. Actually see what we're drawing. And mask this out. So that we know it's inside there. Yeah, simple idea. This butterfly is like so basic, like obviously not properly following the shape, but oh well. I feel like it needs one other kind of element in here. Like in here we got like little clouds and a moon, which is super cute. And we could do that too, but there's not a lot of space. They bring the mood. I just want one little element. One something. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll just add some color. And we'll go from there. And then if we think of something, we'll add it. So what is this one gonna be? I'm gonna go purple, because I love purple. Done deal. They're sorted. A light from the top of the lantern, maybe? Yeah, maybe we can add something on the top, too. Let's see what happens when we throw in some color. And we can add other ideas as they come. I do want a little bit of orange, though. That's a nice accent. This flower. Yeah, we'll go with like a blue. Be very like lunar, so maybe we'll add some like moon motifs as well. I am just like color picking from here because obviously that's the palette that we want to go with. I like the idea. It would definitely need like proper refining and like my brain at full capacity. But it's a pretty basic idea that is workable, and that's the main thing. Now one thing I like in here, it's like, oh, I can't scoot this up, but like it's got like that sky background on one wall or one of the interior pieces, which kind of reminds me of like those like little images that you'll put in like a terrarium or something. I'm gonna add another layer for color. Let's see. Oh, actually I need to... Now, I like the pink. Pink is kind of nice. I think we'll just give this some atmosphere in here. Maybe some yellow too. Very bright yellow. We need it to be more of a pastel. Ooh. Make it kind of smoky. And I think I'll put a little bit of like a pinky purple at the top. It's kind of, oh, okay. I got an idea. Now, whether or not this works will be a different story. coming out in little clouds. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of cool. Now, the thing is, though, with this kind of style, you want to keep more, like, simple shapes, but I'm going to do it more of my style. Now, make it little clouds. Okay, what I will do, let's go back. Maybe outline some little clouds around this thing. Fill them in. Make it look like the smoke is coming out from there, but have it more implied than actually like fully detailed. I like that. That's kind of cool. Let's get this purple. We'll blend some more color into the clouds to make them look a little more convincing. Have these stars. Let's go back to this. Yeah, so they're just like little puffs. Little puffs coming out. Okay, so from you, I'm gonna clean that up. Hey, we had an idea after all. Yeah. Yeah, so they're like little puffs of like smoke coming out, so it's not just like streams of smoke. I think that works better. And it kind of fits with the style a little bit more, keeping the shapes a little more simple and suggestive. I like it. Okay, and these clouds are gonna need a little bit of blending. Oh, we eventually made a thing. Slowly but my hand's on the wrong key. Slowly but surely. And then maybe we can put a moon in here. That would be cool. I like the blue though. Let's put a little blue. Might need to blend it out a little bit more. Yeah, a little softer pink. Okay, came together. Alright, let's put a moon. Now, does the moon face this way? Or does it face this way? I think the other way. Heck yeah! Maybe I will finish this in my free time and make it something super fancy. Let's see. I like it though. I like the idea. That's the main thing. Get out an idea that we like, and then we can work on it more later, whenever. Let's... It worked out. Just muddle through it. This is basically the main lesson here. That's one of the things I like about doing these streams, is that, you know, I'm unprepared. I have a vague idea of what I'm gonna do, and it kind of just forces me to pick ideas and go with them and not overthink them, which is good, because then I get to experiment with stuff that I wouldn't necessarily make. Yeah, this is cool. I like this. We could add some chunky stars. Some little chunk stars. I need practice with my little chunky stars anyway, so... Made a thing. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my work. It for me is like all over the place, and social media platforms hate that because I'm like I do realism and then high fantasy creatures and then cutesy stuff. It doesn't really know what to do with me, but I'm glad you like it. So thank you. Still trying to figure out what I want to do. Echoing every artist. What do? What shall I do? But I don't know. Maybe I'll just try and keep doing all the different things that I, like to do and make it work. Yeah, well, I hope you're able to get into it. It's like, I don't know. It's hard to pick a path when there's like so many different things you want to do. Yeah, see, you sound a little more organized than me. I just like I can't be bothered to like. I mean, this is kind of off tangent, like, but like, how certain artists will have like this is their Instagram for this kind of thing, and this is their Instagram for that, and like, for me, I'm like, nah. You get what you get, which is also why social media hates me because I just have everything on one thing, and I don't separate them into like categories. But I just don't want to manage all that stuff. So my growth suffers for it, but sanity wise, it's just like easier for me to manage if it's just all in one place. Thinking some images are gonna be actual photos of prints and digital work, so it might help me. Wait, hang on, I've missed some of this conversation. Again, or different media. What's that? Yeah, there's good luck. I know it's kind of hard to like find the right balance for everything, but hey, as long as you're still making the thing, that's the important bit. Okay, we ended up with something kind of cool. That's so cool. And we're at an hour. Hey, we made it the hour. Alright, I will do one other thing and actually I still have my line layer. Just gonna drop a different color in there because obviously the outlines match the object color a little more. Let's go darker orange. Alright, and then for the butterfly, bum, bum, bum. And this one is one that I am tempted to kind of actually finish in my own time and make kind of cool and refined. At least like we got a nifty idea. I think this orange needs to be a little bit stronger. I mean, this will all have to be refined anyway, but more I just want to see how all the color kind of looks together. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, where's the other line layer? You. I'm gonna merge this down in a minute. Ah! And let's go with a stronger yellow. Oh. I meant you. Oh no, wait. Ah, see this? I hate having all these layers. Alright, you. I'm gonna merge this in a minute. Just because I don't want to manage all of these. There's you. Ah! And there's you. Alright, about to merge down. I can't take it anymore. Where are my stars? Oh, it is you. Alright. Alright, let's just merge it, because... Fix it up. Yay! Alright, cool. An idea to work from, nowhere near as refined, because even though these are really simple looking, there's a lot that goes into them. I gotta go? Hey, no worries. I pretty much have to end off now anyway. Was a bit busy keeping track of someone working on an outsourced project. Well, hey, good luck and have a good rest of your week. Thanks for stopping by, keeping me some company. We're about time anyway, so. But yeah, so we got to make something that was kind of in this vein. I had no idea that this was going to be the final product. Oh, thank you. um, but it's cool. Like we worked on some ideas. Hey, look, we even did. We had a moon. We followed through some of our rough idea and a flower and some stars. But it was cool to work on a different style. May try and do something else like that next week, or or maybe we refine this more and try and get it to a finished level. I make no promises, but that is a possibility if I, can't think of anything else. And then again, if you really like this art and this artist, go check out TengerineArt. This is their Instagram, and they got links for other stuff. They're on YouTube as well. Those are the only two places that I know for sure they're on. They might be on other social media platforms, but Tengerine, not Tangerine. So check them out. Alright, we made a little rough. We made the base idea that we could work from. And I really like it. I actually think that's a very cool idea to go from. No water, though, surprising enough. Even though, like, the water elements are the things that I like the most out of this artwork. But, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But, anyhow, yeah. So, simple, rough, needs a lot of refinement. But we got a base idea to work off of, and that's the important thing. If I wanted to move forward and make stuff. So, like, make it more refined and actually make it into, like, a portfolio piece. Alright. That's gonna do it for me. So, we'll see you next week. We'll see how well I've adjusted to my new schedule. I make no promises, though. God dang. I'm waking up at 2 a.m. Weesh. Alright, but anyway, that's all for now. Bye!